Hello gamers, would you like to game on a budget? Well, do I got the game for you. So on the 3DS eShop, there's a game that's literally 6 cents called Soccer Shootout. So what is Soccer Shootout? Well, it's a new Nintendo 3DS game. One small issue. I do not have a new Nintendo 3DS. Yes, I have all these consoles from the 1970s, 1990s, fucking 2013, and yet I don't have a fucking 3DS, like an $80 console. But I do have this one, and I can't play it on here because of the controls. So what is Soccer Shootout? Well, Soccer Shootout is a game where you soccer and shoot out. So since I can't play this game, I'm going to pretend that I'm playing it, even though I'm going to be playing it on an emulator.
So booting up Soccer Shootout, you realize this game is made with fucking Unity, of all things. How the fuck did someone do that? Besides that, the first thing you will actually notice is the horrible music. It's ear-piercing. Every piece of music in this game is bad. And you all have the luxury of listening to the entire soundtrack because I ripped it because it wouldn't be funny if I didn't. So yeah, here's just a sample of all 3 music tracks. Yeah, they're not good. They are quite the opposite. The music tracks are god-awful. And I don't know why someone would do this. Just use royalty-free music at this point. Put on some Kevin MacLeod. And luckily you're not missing out on the sound effects because this game has like fucking 2.
Okay. One of the main things you'll notice is that most of the buttons don't do anything. There's a run button, there's a move button, but since most of the buttons don't do anything, why couldn't this have worked on here? Is it because Unity could only be used on the new Nintendo 3DS? Because that's what the announcement was. Yes, if you didn't know, this game's actually made with Unity. And for some fucking reason, Unity works on the new Nintendo 3DS. I don't know about the old one, but it works with the new one. Now, the problem is, this game could 100% work on the older models. It's like Super Nintendo games. They could work perfectly fine, but they just choose not to. Like, it uses the weird fucking new Nintendo 3DS nipple to turn the camera, when they could have just as easily made the D-pad do the exact same thing. It's probably only for new Nintendo 3DS because of hardware limitations, but it's still stupid. Like, even if the game lags, it's still bad.
Playing this game is fucking painful because you can't hold on to that soccer ball for your life. You could be running at full speed at that soccer ball and it'll move like an inch. And it'll just push off to your side because, for some reason, the person used default Unity assets, so you're a fucking cylinder. So yeah, every time you try to push this ball, it moves to the side, so you can't push it properly. And it doesn't matter because it's really easy to cheat. You just keep hugging the ball and make sure the other guy doesn't touch it. Also, it's weird that you have another net. And I actually did the painful fucking task of moving this ball to the other side of the court to my own net. Pushing it there doesn't say, oh, your ball went into your net or you lose. No, it says out of bounds. Even if I don't get the point, that's still inbounds. And there's also like obstacles to train you, but they're all behind you. Why are these here? This game feels like it's unfinished. This feels like I'm playing like a pre-release or a beta or a demo of the game. This isn't the full game, but then again, the game's 8 cents, so what was I expecting?
That game fucking sucks. No wonder it's 8 cents. There's very little information of this game. It's 8 cents. That's the most funniest part. It's not even the cheapest game on the 3DS, or fucking new 3DS for that fact. The cheapest 3DS game that you can buy at this exact moment is 2 cents. And it's a recreation of an old fucking Pong console called like Channel 2 or some shit. Yes, that is the cheapest 2DS game that you still have to pay for. The second being Soccer Shootout. It's insane. I would probably buy a new Nintendo 3DS just to say, hey guys, look, I own the 8-cent game. But the fact that it was made for 3DS, this is a Unity game that looks like it was made for PC. And it was made for 3DS. It's, why? What do you gain from that? Oh, I'm on a Nintendo console? That's not something to brag about. That's like saying, oh, I got a Nintendo Switch game published. So did everyone else. This bad fucking video game that ended up on the goddamn eShop for 8 cents is nothing. And you're not even the weirdest title on the 3DS. The weirdest title goes to the $100 game, PDI Check. Yes. If you're curious what PDI Check is, I might review it some other day, as I can actually play it. But just as a quick summary of PDI Check, it's an $100 eye test that shouldn't even be on the eShop in the first place. Apparently there was one day when it actually went on sale, but someone had to make a bad purchase option, so I officially own PDI Check for the original $100. You know, I could have bought Chrono Trigger for DS. I could have bought a Pokemon game. No, I bought a fucking eye test that wasn't even meant for me. So, the fact that this game still exists and is on the eShop right now, and this was released fairly recently too. Like, in a few months, the eShop's gonna shut down. So you're gonna lose your chance on playing the fucking 8-cent game. And people can't even add funds to the account, but, you know, it's 8 cents, and, like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have 8 cents on their account. Even if they link their 3DS or Wii U account to the Nintendo Switch, I'm pretty sure 8 cents will be left, and it's like, I don't know what to spend this on, so I'm going to spend it on a stupid fucking soccer game. But yeah, the game's not worth it. Do not play it. It's... The only reason you'd buy it is just to say, hey, I bought an 8-cent 3DS game that came out in 2022. That's the only reason you buy it. And if you have an old model, well, you don't get that fucking luxury because you're going to end up spending $100 on a new Nintendo 3DS just so you can buy the 8-cent game. And I don't think that's a reason to buy a new Nintendo 3DS. So that's my review on the bad soccer game on 3DS. The 8-cent soccer shootout. And honestly, it's not good. I don't recommend it. If you want a good soccer game to play, you pull out this bad boy. Yeah, this is a good soccer game. But besides that, there is no really good options for soccer games. I'm pretty sure the best you're getting is FIFA. Or, you know, you could always just... Or, you know, you could always just cheat.